This is a very exciting video to me and I can't wait to get into it, but I quickly want to preface it with the understanding that this is not medical advice. We are an educational resource. We want to give you tools, we want to give you information, so that way you as an individual can better educate yourself regarding concussions. If you have any questions, please feel free to shoot us a message. So you can comment, you can reply, or a direct message if you'd like it to be private. Today we are going to talk about things to avoid, and we're going to do that based off Athletic Ontario current return to play protocol. When we say RTP, we mean return to play. Sometimes it's also called return to learn or return to work, but usually the same concepts apply. So it's a 6-step process. The first step is no activity. After you've been suspected or diagnosed with a concussion, there's going to be no activity. In step 2, that is light aerobic exercise. So this is really light work. Step 3 is going to be sports-specific training. Step 4 is sport-specific intense training. So that's going to be a jump in the level of which you're performing. Then we get full contact practice. And finally, the last step is full contact return to play. Each step requires 24 hours of no symptoms. So that means you have to be asymptomatic for 24 hours after each step. Theoretically, this process could take a minimum or possibly 7 days. I want to present some really recent information based off the American Academy of Neurology to help show why the 7-day protocol might not be the most accurate thing when we only base things off of symptoms. So in 2019, Churchill and colleagues published this article in the journal I just mentioned. And what it did is they took functional magnetic resonance imaging. So that's that fMRI. And they did 4 brain parameters. So one of them was cerebral blood flow and global functioning connectivity. And what they did is they took 122 controls, so that's pre-sport. Then when a person suffered a concussion, within 4 days, they did another fMRI test. Then at return to play, they did another one. And finally, 1 year after their return to play, they did the same test. And as you can imagine, some of the results they found are a little surprising. Out of the 4 variables, only one of them returned to baseline or control levels at return to play. The other 3 were elevated or decreased even up to a year after. So this is some really exciting information because what it shows is our symptoms don't actually correlate to the functioning of our brain. So sometimes there's a mismatch between our neurometabolic state and how we're feeling. This is really exciting news, and it's important that we share with everyone so that way we can make the most educated return to play. But I'm excited to get more into depth and give you more information coming up. Stay tuned.